Hello everyone, and welcome to the Killing Stone. It just came out as a alpha, I believe, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully it doesn't run terribly. Let's just get into it. Doesn't run awfully. Can I change the sensitivity at all? There we go. Hi. Last, if your tongue wants use, approach and speak on. I am, to your every whim, a subject. But as wise men will one day say, in the beginning was the act. If you crave such action, then to the ritual and amen. Thanks, One-Eye. F. You approach the figure uncertainly, trying in vain to orient yourself in this uncompassed dark. Wittenberg College, your office, was it not? A mysterious parcel left on your desk, within a box strangely familiar. Normally, you had skimmed the receipt, retaining nothing beyond. Estate of American Svangard. I probably butchered that. Herein as the deceased. Your ancient mentor, dead? In her shadow, false and true seem weightless. Equivocations. She left this box to you. On instinct, you reached for the clasp. Then an uncanny light which seemed somehow to notice you. From time's iron vice, you emerge, uncrushed. All hail and welcome. Do you have a soul? Your presence would seem strongly to indicate a yes. I can prove no such thing. I can't prove such thing. You have, or I would see you not at all. But grand, let's call your new soul my gift, given with love. Oh, thank you. Now, in all of your mortal world, there is but one game worth the candle. If you would play, ask yourself this. Have you the skill? That is a question. I don't know. Have you the will to beat the devil? Well, if you're on my side, then yeah, probably. If you knew how many times I have heard a yes, you would stand amazed. The figure gestures at the altar-like table and speaks no more. Okay, well, the game doesn't run well for me, but it runs well enough for it to function. Are we in an ocean of, like, ink or something? That's kinda cool. Let's begin. Do you see? Here is the table, and here the game. In this place, we play for souls. Here is my wager, the soul of Marikin. You hereby swear to be final executor of your late mentor's pact, and in all unresolved trials or contests, play on her behalf. You bear my eye, bequeathed by your dead witch. It shall serve as your stake in this good faith test of your credentials, and keep us both honest. Oh. Now, prove yourself no imposter. Face Valravin, first familiar to learned Marikin, and confirm you are truly her pupil.
Excuse me. The figure indicates a signature line on this ritual document. The package from Marican contained a strangely vicious-looking ring with a nib at its tip. The purpose is obvious. Oh, do I have to sign with, blood? Yep. Oh. Very, inscription feeling with that.
Now, by all the eyes of hell and heaven, are we to each unto the other bound. Until the trial's done, and game be won, let no mortal soul from this table rise.
A great pale bird hops forward, an albino corvid, quite rare. It trills strangely and seems to speak. Not in words, but you intuit the meaning. Does the bird get a voice? No? Why a mock trial? As clearly as what the one foretold. Still, if I must, I'll fledge the witch. Study the case and make your argument in brief, stranger. Rituals. This ritual binds you and the demon together in contest by contract. Click on the battle. So this one. What have I done? So here I am, 20 HP. There's Marican. Let's just do it. Minion battle. For Volruven. Trivial battle. To win a contractual battle, you must reduce the health of your opponent's eye by 2-0. If you reach 0, you lose. When your turn starts, you draw up to 5 cards, which you then play on the battle line. Select a card. They're all thralls. Select a thrall and then play it on the battle line. These cards are creatures which can play us on the battle line and fight their turn. Cards cost action points. Why are you... Oh, you checking the dust there, Belle? Okay. Cards cost action points. Play thralls until you run out of energy. Okay. So... They got vowels on them. That's weird. When you run out of energy, of action points, you can end your turn with spacebar. Turn to the resolve phase, and you let your creature's attack. During the resolve phase, creatures attack and deal wounds equal to their strength. To the enemy face first, so then deal 3 to Okay. So he's got 2 thralls. The Fang Hella, or Killing Stone, divides the board. You can only place creatures on your side and vice versa. All creatures have health, and will die if wounds reduce that to 0. Keep playing thralls until you run out of room. Is this all the room I get? Okay, I kind of get it. A trial prevents a successful legal argument. There are many such clauses in each ritual contract. Proceed to the next battle. Clauses. Here's the preview of the wounds they will take. Place a creature on the battle line to see the preview change. Celestial projection. The damage preview will happen during the resolve phase. Oh, in the preview, okay. The demon played a new kind of creature. Focus on it with mouse to see the details. Overreach. Overreach has a special keyword, tunnel. Creatures with Tunnel 1 skip the first valid target when attacking. Attacks hit the eye directly if nothing. There's nothing to skip. Okay, so it avoids the first creature depending on, or how many creatures depending on the number. Gotcha, gotcha. Your last turn ended with unspent action points. When that happens, one rolls over to your next turn. So you always kind of want to leave 1 point open so you can get an extra on the next turn. Hopefully. Okay. What's Q do? Speed of the battle, I guess. Is this one a tutorial as well? This is going to be the invocations. Your new card, Spark, is an invocation. A spell that affects the board but isn't placed on it. Oh, so it's a spell. You Spark on the eye. Just direct damage? Okay. The rest of your hand is all thralls, which seem unlucky. It's like the draw pile with... to see if you got anything... Oh. This shows a remaining deck in no particular order. When this is empty, the graveyard reshuffles into it. Use the back button to leave. Yep. You draw up to 5 cards every turn. You can discard 1 card at each turn by hovering and using right click. Hopefully making space for a better card. You mean Spark? Oh, I guess it... So I'll put 2 out, and then... Okay, Spark. These cost no action then, 1 damage. So we play 1 guy. I don't regret the move. I'm gonna play 1 guy. I'm gonna Spark twice, and that should be game, right? Oh wait, they don't attack back. Unless they live through the attack, I guess. I see. Must we go through all this pomp towards your devilish foe, somewhat sing-song? Is your one good eye too damn old to see this guest's arm maven, and I'm not me?
Enough beak, ghost-feathered wretch. You speak with your mistress's mouth, yet listened not. She made this exam a condition of these items' release. And rhyme no more, squab. Unless you match silence to itself. My cap could use a new plume.
But stiffens whatever the adversary may truly be behind the mask. Valor even seems far warrior of it than his words suggest. Is our guest not due for some more candid conversation then? Was I wrong to trust your reputation for civility?
Agreed. We may commune in comfort now, if you like.
Comfort? What do you mean? Can I can pet the bird? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 game. Do I come around the table? Is he following me? He is. Can I just go this way? No, there's a wall. Okay. What do you mean by... I have to point at his face. I want to talk to the bird. The strangely blanched bird regards you, and then tilts his head to gaze meaningfully at the eye you carry. Then, in turn, at a strangely familiar wooden board and parchment laid out here, as if they and it are each bound by a ritual purpose, and this clever creature awaits their use. To derive all this insight from the ruddy bead of its own eye seems itself a rare thing. Is it the same? Yeah, okay. We'll talk to Liam O'Brien.
To me, you are the shape of joy made flesh. To be matched at last, sweet sinner to the sin. The late Marican named you her pupil. Should you, by this ritual trial, prove yourself the one chosen by the witch, then like that box, I and all the world will open to you.
I see.
The second ritual test awaits, unless you've any questions.
The devil waits on you. You said this is your eye.
Some of us have seen too much. This is not my first face. Not even the first that she gave me, your Marikin. Alas, it seems now the last.
He gestures lightly at his cunningly whittled profile. At neither gap nor seam do you note any flesh beneath, save for that incandescent eye. You sense a slight disassembly. However, even a note of reproach. How revealing. Care to wager the other? I could have the set. Bathe him in light. By all powers, principalities, thrones, and dominions, I defy you, Satan. Begone! I'm tempted. Let's see. What?
The damn cheek on you. Oh, how would they look a shade redder? But come, the test first. For now, let us say simply, that is the reason I stand before you.
You hear no true offense in the subtle fire in his voice. He turns to look sidelong at the lantern. At rest, the luminous organ stays moist in its well of amniotic brine, suspended, watching, agnostic to time. So is it true? Marikin is dead. She has willed me her arcane secrets, but are you the catch?
Maven, we are, all of us, ensnared. Should Marikin's debts unto the house be settled in full, and thereafter residual sums fall to claimants, you are hereby entitled to all scholarly holdings, tomes, servants, artifacts, et al.
The library was said to contain, well, the secrets of creation itself. Servants. I watched in the library.
Yes. And exile merely stoked that pale and patient fire, which writes men's names across the centuries, or from within consumes them. She wished to exceed them all, and as a woman too. Oh, the scandal. I shall miss that. You were so young. Perhaps you remember little of her tutelage. Well, she is dead at last. If you agree to execute her will, all is yours. For in it, you are named. Now, should you die before your task is complete, your own soul will be forfeit, unless some undisclosed advocate steps forth on your behalf.
His mask is already winking. Did you notice it anew? I see, so... Our teacher is dead. They've bound their will to this arcane contest. What more do you know?
Before her death in exile, Marikin was a maven of all 7 liberal arts. She was known to defend accused witches, and in final irony, became one herself. Surely you suspected.
He spreads his hands, taking credit.
To reprise, Marikin's will implied a secret famulus, or star pupil. You, which, by these few tests remaining, you must prove. As if by milk of the mind she mothered you and made you heir to her secret arts. Yet to claim it all. From hell itself, you must win back her soul.
And with that, I shall. Okay, I would like to see what the other options lead to, but I want to get more into the game. Let us resume the ritual contest. Its mysterious, its mysteries begin to reveal themselves to me. Alright, let's go. Alright, so what's this boon? Select a temporary boon from Bowie. Alright, here you can choose a boon special effect that will help you until the ritual ends. Additional copies of boon boost its effect, so it's always better to take one if offered. Okay. 2 more max health is decent. Heal 2 health, 2 wounds when you run out of cards and reshuffle. I feel like in games like this, having a constant heal is pretty good. So let's go revitalizing assaults here. It's probably still like a tutorial trial ritual thing here, so can I like just... Okay, no, I can't do like the skip ahead thing. Okay. Fell or even the 4th Proving Trivial Battle. You can place any creature in reserve above another creature, ready to join the battle when the first one falls. Play a Celestial Projection now on the battle line. Okay. And then I can put this Comet Archer above them. Right. Unlike the creatures on the battle line which host them, reserve creatures don't normally attack or get hit by battle. Don't normally attack, which suggests there are creatures that can do that. Enemy played a Spark, and another Spark. I'm gonna kill my projection. Actually, it's my Comet Archer showing up. Some creatures have special abilities when they deploy in from reserve, like Anchor of Faith. Play it in... Attacks immediately, if... and gives enemy neighbors -1 might power when deployed from reserve. Okay. So it'll be -1, but this'll die. Oh, he goes through. The Maven Eye symbol on the Thorns card stands in for you and assets you own, depending on context, such as Thorns. Oh, okay, so it's my eye or creatures. That's how they target. Gotcha. What's this? Oh, it's Tunnels 1. Okay, that's why. So to win this, I need to hit a 2. So can I not just double up on Celestial Projections here? Attack. Boss battle. Battle the nobility of hell. Alright, we are in hell, aren't we? Aggression is a chant. Chants must be played in the reserve and are discarded when they hit the battle line. On reserve, give a host. On resolve, give its host +1 power. Okay. This and put aggression in here. Okay. It's got 2 health as well, so they can kill it. During the resolve phase, all resolve effects trigger before creatures begin to attack, so I'll get this before it attacks them with 3 damage. Okay. Is it a permanent thing? Rust. replace existing creatures with a new one, with new ones that keep their reserves. Place this wounded slash approach by playing a stronger compounding lasher card. On resolve, gain might. Oh, okay, so you can swap out creatures. I guess you lose the creature completely. But you keep whatever it has resolved, so any spells next to it. Okay. It's got tunnels, I see. Tunnels 1, okay. Overreach with that. They are hurting me. Berserk. If the host has -1 health against 2, so we'll take Shattered Relic. Deal 3 damage to any acid in reserve. I feel like you do this to kill that off. Attacks immediately. I didn't mean to discard that, but sure. It's got, doesn't this have a Tunnels 1? Okay, I play the Celestial here. It attacks this, it kills that, and this goes through. Yeah, it kills the eye. Interesting. I can see this getting. It could get. There's no difficulty setting, so it could be rather difficult later in the game, I think. Kind of like how Inscription is, in a way. I knew you were no charlatan. It is my honor to serve you, Maven, and to be free of his company.
You're no pretender, then. A true Maven, and pupil of the infamous Marican. Indeed, in every hand you play, I see hers. Now ends the casual joust, and begins the duel. Your witch believed you could outgamble me. As upon a stone in earth redoubted, break my back upon your will. Match me, in whose blood the first ever pact was penned. Who, for your game of souls, carved chessmen from the teeth of time. At your journey's end, seek me out, and we shall see.
He places a small effigy of your traveling kit near what appears to be a model house. Unlike Marikins, your figure seems to lack any eldritch aura for now. Yet the hand-whittled images seem suddenly so familiar. I love this game already. To the north is your fateful voyage. Between the Eldritch Eye and myself, your path will be well lit. In coldness, you'll face him again. As true enemies. I'm afraid you accept no quarter. Soon enough, you'll miss the warmth of the first fond embrace. Follow me. So now we're getting into the meat. The actual beginning.
To my apprentice, my sin eater, and my final friend. In death, I must ask one last favor. That fateful game I once taught you is not yet won. I wagered all and lost more still. Now, I fear, your art must exceed my own. The Soundcloud family stands at hazard now, and the house means to collect. Go to them, Maven. Seek out my kinsmen in their exile, and shield them from my wretched curse. You need not love them. But even the worst of us deserves a better fate than this. And Maven, to make my meaning plain, it is you alone whom I entrust to beat the devil. Mariken Svankard.
Interesting. That's pretty. Ooh. It's a nice place. I hope the internet is decent. Yeah. Oh. Dog? Hello, buddy. You running all the way here to say hello? Please do. I want to pet the dog. If you can pet the raven, surely you can pet the dog, right? Here he comes. Oh, that boy go. Hey, oh, okay, well. My health? Misery to mine enemies? Okay, why is... I'm guessing they put stones in as like a praying thing? My kindred, there's like nothing there. Health, nothing. But misery to your enemies, they want more of, I guess. What is the dog biting? Or is angry at the dog? How did we get here? I assume by mystical means, but still. What are you angry at, boy? Is the devil in there? Cutscene. The dog is anti-possession. Hell yeah, let's go. Mr. Chops. He's so happy, look at him. Hey, buddy. Maven, oh forgive me, I think I did not greet you properly. You greeted me properly as might a dog. If you can hear me, dogs do not talk. Do not acknowledge this unwholesome congress. Never mind that, I saw you struggle against an unseen foe. Force? Oh, flatter not so. Do make me earn it. Chops will come over bashful and lose his tongue again. He seems to lose his conversational trail now. Sniffs you a little. You smell of ash, you know that. You know then, my former mistress is dead, and since I, excuse me, somehow forgot myself, I remember. Oh, I'm late. Come, please, a family waits for us. Nice strut. Okay. Oh, I do have a sprint button, okay. I was wondering, oh, there's feet trails. Neat. I can't sprint. I can sprint backwards. Okay. Oh, it's like it's toggle, kinda. Well, I hope the family isn't as possessed. Dog instinctively guides you through the grand old manse, sniffing and chuffing about as if he too were seeing it anew. Signs of isolation and decay have mounted slowly over decades. Yet oddly, on the outside, the chambers themselves are remarkably well preserved. Still, the lights seem clustered in too few rooms. This is a dwelling for a great clan, yet the sheer silence bellies that utterly. belies it utterly. Ahead, a few souls stand in a loose cluster, and behind them, the blessed promise of a firelight. You suppress the sudden urge to rush past them and collapse upon the hearth. A big man of some 60 years step forward to greet you. Mr. Chops emits a small friendly whine at the sight. Oh. I don't want to. I feel like you've seen better days. Can I pet the dog though? I cannot, okay. Volume. The man takes in your mask, your strange case. No voice? A guest? Her guest, correct. Such as it was her will instructed to me to you. To expect you, but not your name. Just Maven, then. Of our great house, these few are near all who remain. Greet our guest now, Svan gods. Try to remember how this is my Rasmin, father, says you have come far indeed for our family. Rare to meet a soul that would exile itself by choice, and the animals favor you already. Ever a good sign. Welcome in. They look at your vestments over as well, yet more as if they'd peer beneath. An Inuit woman steps forward and curtsies very briefly. After a look at the large fellow and for confirmation, it is impossible not to notice the cross around her neck. Her covered hair, in Germany or Denmark, she would draw eyes, but not for her clothes. You are far from both nations. This is her people's land. What prompted such effort? My bride, Nika. I assure you, she speaks. A hasty half-laugh, though they both look back at the old gentleman. Absurdly, in the uneasy silence, the dog does too. The man rests his red-limed, limned eyes on a specific bit of nothing, then abruptly seems to recall that he too has a name. And I am Volum. My grandmother, Mariken, lies below the house in the grotto. When the long night of mourning elapses, Mariken's vanguard shall be given to the sea, as the old Danes were. Her request. But first, you will see to her soul, yes? Apologies, I overstep. Proceed as you see fit. Welcome to Vakennat. All retreat to the den, likely unsure of what to expect of you. Characters with a bubble will have something to say. When you're ready to advance the game, go to the yellow. Okay, so that's the story, and this is the side stuff. This is the lore. I do love me some lore. That's cozy, actually. What's up there? Is that the dog? Ah, black milk. At the cat. The cat's eyes meet yours, as with the other animals here. You seem to conjure thoughts in keeping with each punctuating mew. Behold the reserve, as if from the sky. But by whose war horn were you called forth? Black Milk shall keep an eye on both banners and take bets. Yet now she pointedly does not watch you walk away. Okay. I notice I don't have my lantern now. Oh, this is not active. Why is... Okay, sick child? Yeah, it sounds like a sick child. Pet the dog. Oh, okay. That's good. here unobserved, again the dog speaks. For shame, leaving a sleeper unwatched. With poor mistress dead below, will you see to her vigil, Maven? Her vigil, Maven. Till you need me as a bondsman, I'll see to his. Why, with her soul in such a state, a stinkerous old spirit might be jostled free, and fly up his sweet nose. A lick for luck. I'll give it now. Mr. Chops hesitates as you step back. His warm, guileless eyes meet yours. I'll miss you. Aww. Cute. Is this kid okay? The boy has a farmer's color, but you see more than a mere trace of this land's native Inuit. Is his lineage passed down from Volum and Nika? Surely they are too old to have been his parents. Who is missing? Who is missing? Regardless, this family has indeed been a long way away from Europe. By now numb, perhaps, to scandal. Okay, so I have no... I guess you're just sleeping, because that's what the dog said. So... like, if this is anything like... I hate to keep making... comparisons to Inscription, but... if it's like it in any way in terms of gameplay, there's gonna be puzzles to look around to get better cards, maybe. Where you survey the small guest room. No doubt when this house offered shelter to Americans, full exiled house, family, servants, and myriad bondsmen would be courted here. It smells of old pipe smoke, and beneath that, some residual deep-soiled thing. An atavistic ferment. Long come to dust. Beneath, a scent of her. Astragalus blossom, crushed in the mortar, the milk vetch. Not pleasant, but you cannot help it. It smells of home. And what is this? This room's dimension, divined just so. What's with the squelching? You remember the print shop where she took you in. You wandered in, then mute and penniless, soaked already in ink of every hue, an aspiring printer's devil, who looked the part. What came before that, no earlier era, comes to your conjuring. This room is exactly like that which you stayed in. On a floor above American's press, not a carpet wrinkle out of place, an unlikely symmetry. Surely your weary mind is at fault. You set down your case delicately, to preserve all Americans' instruments of arcane inquiry. The box, the lantern, your inheritance, with the promise of more. The paraphernalia of future trials, these, yet thus far, no further documentation upon which to employ them. Surely American's will is somewhere on the premises. The lantern and the eye stay on your person after another drop of blood to feed both. The concept of sleep brushes at the backs of your eyes, gentle, insinuating, but you must wait. So much yet to discover. So this is our room for now, I guess. Nice little view of the graveyard and hearing the child sleeping, I guess. But the room. The white bird, Valraven, is here. Did he not earlier descend to another floor ahead of you? His beak opens, American's voice emits, quite unlike whatever means allow him to convey thought to you. Truly, this trick puts a common parrot full of shame.
Ah, Chops. A hardy mongrel, descended both from the hounds we exiles brought here, and the wolf-eyed sledding breeds of the native Inuit. When they sold him to us, he appeared well-trained. Yet something in the poor brute ran mad. He could not abide the house. Bloodied himself in clever, vicious escape attempts.
Poor dog.
I'd not have chosen young Chops to house a familiar spirit. Yet he seemed soon to perish, and baby Malta quieted when he was near. One Eye's usual procedure, which divides the thinking element from nature's baseness, was more drastic here. The creature is now so roundly devoted to us that when fed, he seems to await permission to chew.
Oh, so there's a bit of that's why there was like a possession element to Chops earlier. Interesting. What are you guys up to? I don't care about you guys. I'm gonna be real with you. You're not very interesting to me. Especially when you have hopefully not taxidermied rabbits and dogs. Maven, I've had all gathered here in common sight. The event, my grandmother left no will, but a rather informal letter spoke of the vigil duty we owe to her, and peculiar burial practice. Yet her ways were not all ours. I myself strive to govern all else here, as a little Denmark. He frowns at the awkward disavowal, some fear of inquisition, even here. Nearby, the Inuit woman shifts a little. A maven is many forms of doctor. Volum seems to know this, and feel obliged to share any observation relevant to the family health, be it physical or spiritual. He waits, his teeth visibly set. The late Marican's entire family was exiled with her then. As your mask reveals only your eyes, he searches them, wondering what, how much you know, whom you serve. His fingers curl and deliberately relax. Aye, indeed. We, my late grandfather, apparently thought it best to accept our fate as a family to demonstrate Marican's innocence, in hopes of... Well, you have only just arrived, Alma Bunny, with such dreams of old men. And this is just the... Okay, I believe you said those I've met are near all of your remaining family. Oh, aye, Maven. Since Marican's passing, Malta, my restless grandson, has perhaps felt unfairly cooped up in these few rooms, mind racing too. Over the brute facts of earthly death, I expect. Some insomnia followed. Mere moments ago, the poor lad fell asleep upstairs. You'll pass him on your way to your guest room. Quietly, if you will, Maven. Give him oblivion's grace. Okay. I see. Now, I should store the articles of my trade somewhere. Of course, your guest room is on the second floor on the left. Up the stairs, it is humble. We are no longer supplied to heat the entire house, but one hearth must sustain the spawn guards. Your chambers are warmed by its rising grace on its way home. He pauses on that last, briefly. The tension then drains from his shoulders. His belly even rumbles audibly. But to your ear, the sound is slightly foreign. So he's a hungry lad, gotcha. Do you have anything to say? They watch you descend the stairs, seemingly relieved at what is not immediately clear. Please, share the fire, Doctor. You're here to cleanse great-grandmother's soul, somehow. Truly? They pause. Eyes betray a trace of mirth. A trace of mirth. Has she any left? Are you worried about the boy upstairs? Malta, is it? You seemed distracted when I looked in on him. Until I looked in on him. A faintly bashful look, to which her face seems unaccustomed. My late sister's boy, Gida. I don't know. I suppose what little of her I could find any cause to love surfaces from time to time in Malta. Even shines. He seemed a little feverish after the insomnia. Since you went in and did not cry out, I thought perhaps he was soon to recover. Tell me, did Malta in his sleep speak Coptic at you, and thought him restless enough to play the autodidact? But, well, it is not the strangest humor that runs in our family. Coptic, out of Egypt. He did not. Did you happen to overhear what he said? Some time since my studies, I fear, but it struck me as a cargo manifest. Prices. For not men, but men that were. I apologize, I'm certain I heard. I touched too near the fire. Eyes half-lidded. Rasmin watches you, askance, radiating in a quiet delight at the presence of any stranger. I feel like I'd be pushing too far asking about traditions. I'm gonna be real. I wanna go, I'll have a brief chat with, Nika. Yes, the woman gestures to herself, not quite touching her chest. Nika, no need and nothing. A perfunctory smile, hands out, open, then half closed. Do not worry, they convey. Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna go do story things, I think. When are you just upstairs? Okay, never mind. Let's go say hi to the grotto. In a cave? Is this what a grotto is? A game, you say? Who are we gonna play it with, though? I assume there's no achievement for petting, like every animal, but still. See, the infamous Marican's own soul in contract form. A pact, yes, and signed in blood. By it she's forsworn and damned to hell. By war of will we must now win her back. We'll seize hold of that subtle body and play a tug of war until all hell's strong men lose their grip. Mark the time. 48, no, now 47 fleeting hours we have to sever this pact with American. Yet who turned the hourglass? Valraven ruffles his feathers in brief confusion. But where are the smirking fiends? Come to collect, like pallbearers, to stretch her out on the contract, and carry her off to the loveless pit. Mavenar, newest associate, Mr. Chops must act as your official familiar for a time, while I look over these documents. Valraven emits a strange, distinctly non-avian whistle. The sound causes your bones to suddenly seem seem suddenly very present, discreet and separate. The feeling fades, and when it does, the dog has already reached the grotto, whining a little. Do please bond with him, Maven. After you understand the magic, you shall have the choice of all our services. Maven, so sorry your old chops is your old chops, full chops. I wanted to watch over young Master Malta. My duty forgot me. As the familiar who led you to the home, I owe you the first bond. I am the worst dog ever, or I'd know the trick. To sit watchful in two places at once. One night, the secret will be mine. My bond should ease your burden in rituals to come, and then, by your leave, I'll look in on young Master. Now let us pay our respects to Mistress, for it is her soul we mean to see to. Bonding with a familiar grants a unique boon during the ritual. Mr. Chops fetches new cards when you discard. Later, you'll find others with different singular powers. Okay. So, bond with Val. What does Valerie do? Is there a way to, like, check? Pay respects.
Oh, pay me no respect. No obeisance before this empty ruin. What could you still owe me? It is enough that you are here. Though, perhaps not all of you. I judge you not in that regard. You and I are a matched set.
Respect requires that I know you. I wonder now if I ever did. For now, fare thee well. For a ruin, you emit a resounding echo. I'll talk to myself a little further.
If ancient Mariken could answer, what would you ask?
What does one ask of the dead? Do you remember how you died? Or might I be forming a theory?
Age. A wound requiring no further salting. Thank you. Ask instead. Why now, at last? I seemed near the end when as a youth you knew me. Perhaps hell extended my loan, then let it lapse? Tonight, do they come to collect?
Still, your soul is unclaimed. Your familiars yet speak.
And unless you are mad, you met the devil. By whatever name I conjured him.
Regarding names and the devil, is he the one mentioned in your letters?
One eye. Do not mistake him for thee, Satan. Convenience of all inquisitors. Rather, he is my Satan. Grown both for and from me, I suspect. As branches the bough from its trunk. Indeed, true devilry is forked and cloven in ways undreamt of by the sons of Luther. He is an angel of dissent. An unholy fool for a profane court. Bound to point out where I, like justice, am too exigently blind. For as any daughter of ambition knows, Hell's fivefold fathers will come for her, and soon. 'Tis wise to begin her trial on her own time. Shall we continue?
How is it that I seem to hear you now? Is this your work or my own?
In life, I was made answerable for many crimes. A few I was even guilty of. In the matter of your mind's alleged infirmity, I was at best a mere accomplice. Faith, isn't this the voice of a dead woman?
You squint at her. How does one respond to that without making the alleged problem worse?
Shall we continue?
Okay.
How kind. I fear that sweet sleep has flown south from us all. Instead, do remain vigilant, young maiden. Goodbye.
Do you see? Larkin's contract is immaculate. Here described as the soul of a newborn infant. None. How did she? This sudden fear I can't quite name. A great rumble sounds. Here in the grotto, mingled grains of ice and old wood are caked up in geometric whirls. The noise issued not from the bowels of the house, but upstairs. Voices rise in the distant choir of panic. Go, up, out, fly, Maven. Is it gonna collapse, or is there just... That sounds like a timer. I cannot twice abandon you, Maven, but something's awry up. Awry up. Run, go, and I'll follow. So, something's up upstairs then, I guess. The den, Maven. Go where your wits be your shield. The den? Over here? What happened? Nika? Was this you? A door, there. She gestures to the new stairwell, perhaps redundantly, but her disbelief seems plain. Volum, Rasmin, and I were only outside for a moment. Where is Malta? Did you see her? She starts again, trying to help you orient in the timeline of her fragmentary anecdote. My Volum, Rasmin, they went in just now. We heard cries. Please. Seems to be groped for words, genuinely alarmed, gesturing again towards the real stairway. Is Malta upstairs still? No. These are kind of strange paintings you got up here. Alright, let's go. This is a bear. This is okay. Running down those stairs would actually be very deadly. He's clearly over there. Why is no one going over? The fretful patriarch cranes torso first to peer into the passage, like a child who not violate the domain of her adults. Past him ahead in the room without precedent. The boy Malta lies on some altar, asleep. Occult implements surround him. Unwholesome sounds issue in the high-vaulted narrow room. Old Volum stands in a tense reserve. His fingers contemplate the scabbard of a small dagger. At your approach, withdrawn. Now this, I swear on God, Maven, Maricon said nothing of a hidden room. Nothing. Surely the boy Malta must have slipped past us, opened this in his sleep. Hearing the door, we leapt up, but on sight of this cursed paganry, wisely Rasmin said, "Wait for the Maven. We will stand as your second as you inspect the scene. Please cry out if. He closes his mouth woodenly, conjuring no plausible contingency here. So wait. It was smart for you to wait for me, probably. Rasmin stares into the strange chamber ahead. I notice you askance, but continue to observe. Observe how quickly Mal must have moved to now again toss in slumber, as though caught in restless dreaming. Lead on, Magus. Magus? Magus. The hour is yours. Okay. Is there a thing? Cat's here. That looked like he, like, cracked his head open. Second best witch, you're here. Good. I smell metal. Metal, the kind that shines, and oils of anointment mingled with markedly less holy tinctures. It's very important to have to pet every familiar when you get the chance. You know? Okay. Let's see. So that's the story. Does Malta say anything? The boy whimpers in his throat, but for the phlegm, it is almost melodic. He has sweated through his shirts to stain the table beneath. His eyes snap briefly to you. Oh, that can't be your face. Oh, I know it from somewhere. The lad's gaze loses you, slipping sidelong to dart softly between coordinates unknown. I am asleep. He told me so, and so, see, I am still, for I mustn't dare to wake me. I meant no mischief. I only did as told. He will tell you, his words strangle, his back arches too far, mechanically. No pain registers on his small face, which is somehow worse, once, twice than slack. Shit. This is no mere fever, it's a prelude to possession. And here, a contract on the lad's soul. Valerie even hops away from the child, takes in the rest of the ascending contract on a monstrous spindle, waiting. One stray leaf, I fear, from a whole family tree. Sidelong, the bird now surveys the legal stamp, its strange grip sculpted into human likeness. Malta, styled in the same way as the effigy of Marican, in the care of the fiend One Eye. Mistress said nothing of this, even to her own familiars. Come, Maven. Move Malta to the chair, prepare the ritual components. The work begins. Okay, now, it's been a minute, but we are getting back into the... What? Ooh, okay, you shoulder Malta into the chair next to you, where a client sits. You brandish the ritual herbs under his mouth and nose. Then show him the needle that will take a sample of his blood for the ritual. Troublingly, he volunteers his finger automatically, as if rehearsed. Okay. Hi. That's a really cool design, actually. Verigold. Verigild? Verigild. As One-Eye's agent, you lay claim? As One-Eye's agent, you lay claim. Well then, cough up your receipts. Sounds like a clock. The great gold leaf contrivance responds, clicks and soft streaks of metal muffled by its long robe. Lo, a tendering. A new magus steps forward. You wish to match wits with Verigild, the very graft of Castle now. Think, witch, what is that whelp to you? You bleed onto the document near your client's contribution, consenting to act as proxy. How willingly? You bleed for him. bold, yet flesh is but a ribbon tied around the true prize, your soul. You must accept your challenge. The battle of wills begins. You negotiate for the soul with your current charge using the deck bound to their identity. Few Maltas with tab. Family members' decks are made of bundles of cards called pacts. Dark cards are Americans' cursed inheritance sins, through which demons can hold on a soul. Removing this cursed inheritance is your goal. It may lead to a greater reckoning. Press escape to return to the ritual to seek out inheritance purging opportunities. To remove the dark cuts of these cards? Oh, and they have... okay. Okay, so... family tree. That's our teacher. There's these two. There's a few others here that we haven't met yet. I assume we're gonna meet all of the tree. Potentially. Malta Explorer. Creatures with 0 strength have sneaks. When you manually discard, Chopfish is a replacement from your deck. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go for it. We'll be fine. Infinite bodies. Tribute battle. Okay, we're now done with the tutorial. Tunnels. We'll go with projection. And no. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll probably add that in next time I record if I don't get it all done in one session. Can you chill over there? Let's... yeah, let's throw... no, we'll save this. We'll Comet Archer behind to get 3 damage in. Then we'll put the chant on the Comet Archer. Aggression, okay. Pyre. Deal 1 damage to any creature and another wound for each of its reserves. I don't have any reserves, it's only 1 damage. It'll win this fight. It kills my Celestial. Which is fine. Stunted Spawn. Replace my creature with a spawn whose power and health are 2 plus the originals. Immolator. Unresolved deals. Okay. Creatures with slide move X slots in their facing direction, taking your reserves with them. So we can immolate to here. We can double spark. No, we don't do this. We'll... I can't put that there now, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Ah, I see. It hurts itself and... ah. I do need a creature. Okay. Gives... I guess action point to... what? Okay. Let's put a lamp here. We'll... stunted spawn it. No. We'll put... actually, yeah, we'll put a thing here. Stunted spawn it, it'll kill it, leave us a might. So we have 4, and the next one will spark this and attack. Yeah, okay. It's got 3. That kills it now. What is this? Husk. It lasts a negligible pinch. Ow. That's fine, we get a full hand now. Slow reactions. Its sin works against you. Flask of Thought. Our resolve heals 1 wound from its host and neighbors. Okay, we can stack up a decent, can be placed on the opponent's side of the battle line. Let's go like this. I can kind of guess it's a healing dude. Put a celestial here, and we put the anchor up here. We throw a spark at the eye and end the turn. Yeah. Okay. When this deploys, it hits enemy neighbors for 2. If I put the immolator here, retribution on top. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Because it'll die and I'll deploy this and hit them both. Yeah. Okay. We need 2 damage. Which we have with the lamb. Let's try and get let's use the lamb to get the final hit. Heal 1, 2. Nice. That was only the first minion battle though. This is your designated gloating interval. Proceed. We shall keep count. Bane. Select a temporary Bane to bear through the ritual. Okay, so this is the anti-boon. Let's see, remember Bane's boons chosen here only last 1 ritual. Demon opponents have 2 more max health. Let's go a Cup of Shame. I'll take 2. I just need to not run out of cards. It should be okay. Minion battle. Okay, dig 2 graves. Familiar boons. Each bond of familiar is a unique boon, visible from the boon bar. Each Vanguard has a boon as well. Malta's gives 0 power creatures sneak, keyword, which lets them be placed on the enemy side of the battle line. Which is pretty cool. I have 3, so let's... Let's just toss a Throw and an Anchor of Fate here. Yeah. Then we'll send the Immolator on there next turn. Creatures with counters strike back their attack 6 times. Okay, so it's a fight back keyword. Gotcha. And that's like what, a scorpion hand thing? Cool. Ow, ow. Right, so put the Immolator here. We put the Retribution on here. And we'll... because they fight back, did not mean to do that. Yeah, so... I don't have any other play, so I only have this. Teamwork. Give all allied creatures light. Okay. That's another one. So they have. Oh, so gives a single creature the might. Gotcha. Okay. This is a really bad hand. Comet Archer. B2 would kill the Celeste failed protection. Do this. Give that. Do I need to do that? It'd be 3. Yeah, it would live. Okay. Yeah. Do this. Let it go down. Becomes a 3/3, and we're fine. +1. Hit that guy. Oh, it loses. Oh. It lost, Sneak. That's not good. Okay, now we actually get creatures. Flask of Thought is pretty good. Healing is pretty good. I can only get one of these in that guy. On resolve, deal 1 damage to yourself and and enemy neighbors. So if I put it here, oh, it's on resolve. Wait. Oh, in the resolve phase. Okay, so I put it here. Put this there. Just have a card out. Use it +1 might. Bap. Does that. That's fine. I like that. We're gonna be taking 4 damage though. Look, Maven. Americans' disgrace becomes your own. Surrender. Ow. Ow. Okay. We have 2 of these. We have 3. Get 2 heals. Immolita is just kinda good. So we can put that there and kill off 2 things. Do this. We'll play a sacrificial lamb to block this guy's attack. Yeah, okay. It's a tad, but we should be fine. Okay, another lamb, 2 of these. Okay, that's not good. I think we just stack them like that, just so we have extra healing. I'm not really getting any attacking cards is the main issue. Makes it a 4/2, which could be okay. 4/2. Put this here. Spark this guy. Clears the board. Gives us a little bit more health as well. It does not clear the board. In reserve, +1 light. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna not kill my guy. Okay, Comet Archer. We can double spark this guy. Kill him off. Get both of these guys out. I have to put him in this do that. Let's toss him here instead of up. Okay. He's still alive. regeneration, and we should be alright. Yeah, we still have it too. We can get through it too. Up, unicorn lives. Ow, I didn't immediately punished for that. That's crazy. Attacks immediately if deployed from reserve. I should have done a lap up here, actually. Tomodachi, yeah, let's get him over here. We're whittling him down. Wait, this is only the second battle. Okay, we can do this on here. Do this now. This here. And then you're doing 2. Yeah. Okay. This guy, the teamwork. What does this do? Damage taken by the host are redirected here instead. Oh, okay. Understandable. Does it here. Put you at the back there with that. We should just deal with that. Kills the ward. We'll take another 1. Okay, and then it's just 1 final swing. Gets it. Our stock weakens, yet on every chart that matters, we shall again ascend. We can start to spawn you. It might have put it there. I could have put it in the middle, actually. Get a Tomodachi here. And I think that's game for this one. Yeah. Creatures deployed in full battle line complete their deploy effects, then die immediately. Oh, okay, so yeah, okay, I get you. Nice. I still have 16 life. Recovery or boon? I'll go boon. It could be something very. Hand size increase is pretty good. Discard an additional card. The first time you take a wound, gain action next turn. That could be good. Let's go with Enlightening Page. Hand size is always decent, I think. It could be the wrong play, because this is now the boss battle. Alright. For what's his name? Marta's soul? Remember, you can test on moves and undo them. Yeah, I know that. I forgot, but I know that now. I think we double lamb and just let it roll. Because when these two die, we get more actions. So, okay. Where's this guy? 2 damage, kinda crazy. The Invisible Hand. Tunnels 2. Okay, so it doesn't care about things. We have 6. What we could do is... 1, 2. spark him. Yeah. Yeah, I probably didn't need to spark him, but... You know. Now we're invading his line, he can't play as many cards. I just need to get another creature back here and I should be alright. Let's go with Flask of Thought at the back. Do we get another lamp? Let's... Stunted growth. Stunted spawn this guy. Because now he's over here. Yeah, that's good for me. I should have gone for the one on the left actually, because then I could have got the fire from that. The demonized symbol stands in for demon or assets they own, depending on context. Because they are now missing they can't put a slot here the entire time. They have to use a spell to get rid of them. Most likely. We have 3, we can put a lamb. Put a guy up here, and let's throw an archer at the back here. Parasite. Parasites must be placed in reverse, in reserve, but on any host with room, including enemy creatures. Is this guy? Okay, so it's... Alright. You're gonna kill my... Is it a cow? So I have 4. Let's... Can I stun spawn another stun spawn? Probably can, right? Yeah. So now it's a bigger creature? 4/6, okay. We'll put an aggression on top. And we'll put a retribution over here for when this falls. Yeah. 65 is gonna kill the cow. And he needs a big creature to actually kill it off. In the final balance of war, that was no true exchange. That kills this, that explodes, kills this guy with him. Take 1, that's fine. We can queue up. 1/1. 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with this. Because I don't think this guy's big enough to kill it in one hit. I think it's 1/2. Ah, well. Unfortunate. 1, 2, 3 lives on 1. We should be fine. We can eat through. Still always. Let's go with. No, let's send a Combat Archer. I don't have a 3rd here because I'll move back. Move back. We're healing right now. Do this. We spark this guy. What? Why did that happen? Is there a thing I can look at? From the void. Okay. Okay, I guess I don't know why it killed 30. Maybe that creature explodes. Maybe. I'm not sure. Boss complete. This is your designated gloating interval. Proceed. We shall keep count. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, it's pages. Okay, page 2. Recover 10 health. I'll take that. To 20 after 6 are removed. Pact exchange. Day's ledger is again in the black. But what of the year? Exchange 1 pact of your deck for another with water power. This, I think, is the missing will of Mariken. one great contract, which, instead of them leaving them her treasures, forces them to inherit her spiritual debts. By God, she has made her own kin sign away their souls to her. This boy is one such surrogate. Yet why can none of them remember? For her sinful life, this boy is to be damned. If I am right, it's these cursed pacts. Each sum bundled sin of Americans, forced onto our client as surrogate, that we now must scrub away to save him, an exorcism by rites preceding all papistry, all inside some 40 hours. Here, in this pact exchange, you can improve your deck by swapping one pact bundle of cards for another. You'll pick a new pact to gain an existing one to lose. I see, so cannot remove cursed card. Pact to add. Knight's Blast, beautiful. Derelict. Examine and select one pact to gain. Okay. Inside Out, swapped an owned creature's base health and power. Topples forward, and when it dies, dealing 1 damage to all enemies ahead. That's kind of good, though. Healing Flask. Honor Resolve takes wounds. Its host gains health and power. Okay. So it would hurt itself twice to give health and power. Honor Resolve, Flask, Aggression, Rejecting Standard. Counters 2. Let's go with this one. Inside Out seems like it's pretty powerful, and Derelict Fortress seems pretty good. We can get rid of... I like having the lambs and the immolators. Let's get rid of one burned field, I think. Yeah. The exchange is not complete until confirmed. You can change packs freely until then. I'll take it. Oh, debatable Eschaton? Eschaton? For a burned field. Okay. Cool. High tier clauses. There's an elite battle ahead. Higher tier battles have tougher enemies, while other high tier clauses offer greater rewards. Keep this in mind when choosing your route. Elite battle and a boon, or a minion battle. Forge, possible. Let's go with the boon one. I feel like I've gotten a grip to learn what's going on. The Cult of the Worm. Worm Prophecy. Deck-specific Banes. Some enemy decks are powerful enough to change the rules on you. These curses are called deck-specific Banes. Only last while you fight them. The enemy gains Conquer a Worm card on their second and fourth turns. Okay. Like in their hand, or is it... Excuse me. Okay, well, starting off, we will go Fortress and an anchor above, and we should be okay from there. I don't mind not taking damage. Enemy discarded. No wax. It won't kill my tower, but yeah, because it sneaks through, but it still wouldn't kill my tower anyway. We can... Yeah, we toss this guy. Yeah. There's over here. Put another fortress. Put the fortress there. Yeah. Because now you... Oh no, it's like, Did he just kill his own creature to get the parasite out? Interesting. yikes. Immolator here. Swapped and owned a creature's base power and toughness. Will that not just kill? Yeah, before I do that, this guy would come in, smack him immediately, and we deal 2 damage, I guess. I'll deal... No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just deal 2 damage. That'll do. It's the snake. Spawns a skittering leech anytime it kills another creature. Ah. That's gross. Okay, well, we want to kill that as soon as possible. Let's get a... Yeah, let's put a spawn here. It would just mean he would get killed. Lamb? I don't mind a lamb dying here, though. Yeah, let's reduce it by another. And... so this guy's gonna deal another 3. I just need another good hit. I should be able to get it. Like if I can get a healing on this guy. Ooh, that's pretty big. Let me get the immolator here. Stun to spawn. Yeah. Do that. Because that he'll hit that and I'll deal 3, yeah. That should be game that, right? Yeah. Nice. I really should have checked on my microphone quality this whole time because I didn't double check it. Waste time with celebration if you will. Our great design simply and soberly adapts. Prepared archer. Start battle with deployed combat archer. Deployed immolator, or you have maximum health. Let's go with a deployed... I like having the immolators. I think immolator is generally pretty good. I'll have a deployed immolator. Yeah. I like that. That'll be good for the boss, I think. So, Forge. Improver Pact. You're a forger as well. We shall feign surprise. Let's see, so expunge inheritance. All inheritance cards in the pact are replaced with redeem. So all the cursed cards would get blapped away for better cards, I guess. Duplicate is the 3rd card of the pact, rarity common. I think you gotta... because what, I lose slow reaction? That's pretty good. Only one of them. I have a 0 mana gain in action. It's pretty good. Okay. Hellfire to the very brim. Boss battle. No half-licensed mortal cheat shall void our claim. Alright, we start off with a guy. Let's put an aggression on him, just to do that. We'll get a lamb. And do this when it eventually dies. Blast X attacks strike at X additional targets beyond that primary target. So twice, so it hits twice, okay. That's fine. I get an action, comes in, fights it. I can use this immediately. Invocation. Right, so what we do, we'll do this. Can't put one in front of him. Does that. We'll throw. And then we inside out and spark. Yeah. And we just get 2 damage in. Yeah. Definitely could have done that better, but it's fine. He kills this guy. That's fine. That's alright. We can get a replacement very soon. Okay, we spawn. Does that. We spark this guy, and we get an immolator here. Do we? I think we get a lamb, actually. Yeah, I'll get a lamb. Yeah. So we place another, hand. It just hits the... yeah. I'll get an extra one for this. I'm perfectly fine with that. Unresolved, we put you here to kill that. We get the Celestial Protection out for a bit more damage, and we get a burst here that'll heal our guy when he next thing. Yeah, and we have 5 damage. That kills this. Fights that. That's fine. Oh, Retribution here. We can make this a 4. Yeah, 4, 7, I think that is. And he has to deal with it eventually. What is this? This blast is okay. Rot Cherub. Okay, I think I just win here, right? I just hit the button and hit him in the face. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So far, your client won out in an area. I was reading that. Rewards unlocked, available to you in future rituals. Rejecting standard. Seal counter. The first creature I play on a turn gains counter once per battle. Oh, okay. One inheritance card claims. Forge away their inheritance to save their souls. 4 rituals remaining. Until we fight One Eye again. Either my mind is in worse condition than I thought, or I heard the remains of Marican, our mistress, cry out from the grotto. Maven, I could not make out the words. You're in here now. What's over here? Contemplate. Marican's notes. This place has a name among the native folk. In every tongue of Europe, mind. It seems to rescind to the every breath and thus rebuke them all. Paradox Isle, perhaps. For it is thus unplottable, north of the northmost. It falls within the pale of the no nation. Unplotted by the quadrant or meridian. Yet to me, as I hope to hither draw mine enemies, one day, as my ancestors might have called a holmgang, I think Fanghala shall serve. I risk reputation, for this too is the name of a stone and a game, now precious to me. Not to mention a painting that once disturbed my guests most pleasingly. Yet behold, is this island not a high, sharp stone, o'er which to struggle unto death? Okay, so you named the place after the game that we are currently playing to save people's souls. Understandable. Understandable, I guess. Begin ritual. There's another ritual for you? You guys fine? You just chilling back here? What is this? I would like to know, what does black milk do? When you manually discard, black milk lets you switch a host and reserve. Oh, switch? Like, swap them around? That's pretty good, actually. That could be game-changing. Yours is pretty good. What does Valor even give? When you manually discard, Valor even copies the top demon graveyard for you. Oh, so you take their card of the graveyard. So if you take a big creature, it's possible. That's also pretty good, but I don't know the cards well enough. I think for now we stick with Chops for the reliability of drawing a card from the deck. Are you okay? Oh, Doctor, I'm awake. Thanks be to you, is that right? You seemed to go very still when I woke. Well, I've never seen this room. Sorry, 'tis just... You said nothing. I thought you were perhaps at prayer. I remember near all to nothing, a shining thing, leaning over me. Grandfather and Rasmin seemed to wait on you. So I did, as they do. Context strikes the young man in mid-thought. Thought? Mid-thought? Like a thunderbolt. He looks at a carved figure of himself and affects a little formal bow. As a Savan god, I must express our enduring goodwill. Thankfully for both of you, Malta seems to forget which note comes next in this recital. Avoiding your ring hand, but unable to resist a quick look at it. The lad gently squeezes one of your fingers, grateful. The next ritual awaits. Many claims remain on this boy's soul, yet there is recess of sorts. Should you need to gather your thoughts. Huh. So I can get the other thing out of that. Oh, I thought the door was closed. Your kid's fine. My question is, if we go all the way back down to our teacher's grotto thing here, is there anything like important? Well, it's not yellow, so I assume I probably just need to do the second part of the kids' ritual for the other curse card, right? That's probably what I gotta do. Go for it. Okay. Oh, I can pick from here as well. Okay. Ritual start. We go again. Oh, there's a lot more here. 2 minion battle recovers in health. A boon into this is pretty powerful. I do need to go to the forge, so I think that's what I'll do. The bargain. The court is both father and mother of to all accusers. Thus, even now, the devil is bound to his own ancient laws. This Weregild is a lord of hell, vizier to one eye, a lawyer and greedier than average. No offense meant. Yet no rule is etched in fire across eternity. It exists only till challenged. For what is law but a conversation between abusers? We say, the bargain. Here you must forge your own luck, revise your bones and veins, and bid and counterbid. Thus, with his signature tricks, we'll beat the devil at his own game. Oh, okay. Most rituals contain a round of bargaining, where you and demon vie over boons and banes to make permanent. Select a boon you want or a bane you don't want with mouse to place a chit there. The demon will do the same. Edict Blast. When the first enemy creature played facing against the first creature played behind enemy lines gains over 2 minutes health. I don't want this one. You get 3 chits per bargain round. Bids are hidden until all are spent. Confirming reveals them. Until then, you can call a chit with right click. Okay. I think do that, and I don't want either of these, to be honest. I think I just double up on these. Yeah. Man. This is the only first of 3 rounds of bargaining. Outcomes are ratified at a final round. You still have time to tilt the results in your favor. Okay. Each which rule is a contract. Any contract can be exploited. In the upcoming clause, Red Familiars can eke out such revelations. So do I have that thing? Your familiars traced the text between their tongues. They uncovered corruption, words altered in passage, sense lost in the carrying. A covenant mistranslated dissolves in its own authority. In this, your cause is upheld, revelations are yours. 10 revelations? Okay, I don't... Currency is secrets spent at bargains, boons, banes, pacts, and forges to adjust offerings. So like, rerolls, basically. I would like... I think we go to the forge to get rid of the curse. Redeem, yeah, we do this. Grab you, get rid of this. Achievement? Extract all of American's inheritance from your client. Okay, cool. Finished rolling in the mud, may we can return to business of mature beings. This might be rough. Scorched earth. Rally your creatures, punish your staff as you will. The contract proves victor by right. Okay, so we land. We toss an immolator. Can we not put it on their side? Guess not. Toss an immolator here, and then we pass. Berserk loses 1 health and gains 2 might. Heal wounds from enemies. If your battle line is empty, gain protection. Okay, that was just a 1 heal. Understandable. Common Archer here, he's gonna kill this. We can immolate back here. Toss a cup there. Yep. That aggression gives host. Take damage, deal 2 damage to anyone. Ow, rude. Big crazy did that. What we can do, because Immolate is gonna fall here, we do this. And we inside out to make it a 4-2. We will be taking 4 from these 2, which is fine. Well, actually 3 from these 2, but that's okay. 1 damage to you beforehand, and then on next turn we can get a hopefully. Okay, well, damn. Ow. 4. Okay, Immolate to heal would be alright. Lamb can go there. We don't have any actions left, but we get 1 back from the lamb dying on the next go around. Oh, actually, counter hit, actually. That's fine. Immolator will fall to this. Okay. What are you? Lurker. If action cost is reduced to 1 if played in reserve. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Give me a decent setup here. I have 4. I can land Faith and Flask of Thought here just a little bit longer. 1 damage to you means it gets killed when this guy deploys. Nice, okay. Ah, yes. Take damage, deal 2 damage. Kills you, Paya. Alright, taking 2. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I would prefer not, but sometimes you can't really do anything about it. Let's go to discard. Flask of Thought. We have 4, so we do you and we get you here. And Anchor of Faith. Yeah. Perfectly fine with that. Because when take damage from this kills my tower, it will drop, killing this guy off as well. Oh, wait, he's got reach? Yeah, he does. What we do is we kill you off with this. Open up. Invoke. Get the Immolator here. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. The excess health gained through recovery is converted into revelations. Oh, okay. Cursed Pact. Lose a pact and take 1 cursed one bearing American's inheritance. I just got rid of those. I know not what I read here. American seems to have invited you to defend her family, given you tools to that effect, yet it is only her hand that is this new inheritance clause was penned, like some patient trapping spider waiting for us. Why? By merely challenging this list of sins that your client must ritually swallow at the end of the 48 hours, we have revealed another for which they are liable. I have failed you. I did not anticipate this. We must attempt to forge away these new cursed pacts. American sold her family's souls. She doomed them to carry her sins. Cursed pact exchanges enforce her to her end of the deal by adding a cursed pact to your deck. These exchanges can't be avoided, but you can choose what is affected. Okay. Unfortunately, it'd probably be this one. These two impulsive things seem very painful to deal with. Get rid of one of these, I think. It would lose a projection, though. Immolator's... I like Immolator too much, but I think having 3 is probably too many. Let's go with this. Yeah. Unfortunately, we do have to take the curse and the 4. Oh, I could have immediately gotten rid of it. We have a second card from a pact. Nothing. Dude, because the first card of the pact adds an Anchor of Faith card to the pact. Duplicates the first card, so I get a duplicate of Fine Print. Blasts and Parasite. I'm gonna add an Anchor of Faith to this, I think, actually. I'll do that. Means I have another Anchor of Faith in the deck, and it won't be as terrible. Ugly Sentiments. Cognitive Hazard. Any card played in reserve gains might and power. Any card, including mine. Cool. Immediately getting that out of the way. At least there's only one of in the deck. Let's get a lab out and put a Flask of Thought here, because if it gains some might and power, is it like what? When this deploys, it pulls the creature in front of it into its reserve. Okay. What happened to my reserve then? Play the Fine Print. I prefer not having the Anchor of Faith here. Give it this, and we spark. Spark this guy to get my Parasite down. Yep. We get 2 damage in. Kills us. We get our lab here now. What is it? Colt Spy. Slides 1 when it attacks. So it'll slide up here. Ow. We don't have any creatures. Because what? You have blasts. They'll make it a 4/5. Also, it to be a 5/4, which would be decent. Doing 5 damage a turn would be okay. Have the Flask of Thought for the. Retribution. No, we put this here for the extra defense. One would deal 6 damage on this turn. That's fine. We'll be taking what, 1 damage? On resolve cycles might number of cards from the draw pile reserving creatures. Excuse me. Alright. Derelict Fortress is pretty good here, actually. Fortress, we shove an Immolator. Yeah, shove the Immolator here. And let it rip, I guess. Just like that. That. I'll lose my monstrosity here, but I still have my Immolator, and my tower will fall. That didn't actually do anything. Weapons for 1 here. We can play. The Immolator will deal 1 damage to each of these. So Celestial Production is just a tank here. So we just do this. Because then he has to deal with. Okay, he does a 4 damage here, so he does kill my worm. Oh no, it just doesn't deal damage. Oh, it does do damage. Okay. That's cool. Man, I'm not doing well. Do this here. We place an immolator. Yeah, immolator here. Yeah. They get their celestial there. They lose that. Jesus. This. Archer here. Deals 1 damage to him. Okay. Not the best. Deal target owns reserves health to itself and nearest. That's messed up. Okay. This sure, I'll double redeem. Full retribution. Do 1 damage to this to kill it off with the attack, and then this will die and you'll kill the celestial protection, hopefully. Oh, it'll get rid of this guy though. Jesus, okay. Don't get the cuss, don't get the cuss, don't get the cuss. Okay. God damn it. It deals 5 damage right here. I live on 1. Supposedly, right? Let's see. Yeah. Oh no, I died. That's a shame. Ritual failed. Lose some bargaining power and continue in your place. Lose some bargaining power. You may resume the ritual once for a price of a bargaining chit. You always have the option to restart the ritual, but you lose any progress you made therein. I see. That's a shame. Your familiars traced the record backward. They uncovered an unsettled account, blood promised but never taken. A prior debt unpaid renders the present clause unenforceable. The floor is plain and your position is fortified. You gain revelations. Okay, so... Alright. The Weregold thinks himself smarter than all of us put together. It's a twisted blessing, really, that overconfidence. Bit by bit, we can trick him into thinking he's on a winning streak, and trap him between temptations. Everyone's going to spend with to weaken Weregold's claims, removing chits from the bargain. Okay. Excuse me. Let's do it like that. Yeah, okay. And bargaining ends, boons and banes are enacted if the party that benefits from them has the most chits. Ties are always discarded. Lose a pact and take a monstrously cursed one bearing American's inheritance. Where the ink lies thin, they found the fault. American herself altered the covenant after it was sealed to refer to this scion, as opposed to that of a general case heir in her debt. Such unilateral amendment stands void, even in Hell's law. With this, the ritual tilts. Revelations enter your grasp. Okay. So, greater boon, minion battle with a greater pact exchange. We'll go with a boon. Boss eyes have 3 less maximum health. You heal when combat begins. Pact exchanges can now swap out cursed pacts. That might be good. But 3 less health means there's less damage to deal. But I feel like healing 1 when combat begins is still really strong. It's a constant heal. And I feel like it's most likely worth it. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Minion battle, let's go. Dig 2 graves. Back to full health. Okay, what we do is I guess we have to set up a line first. Oh, not. Wait, go here. Then we chill. That shows up, smacks him. Alright. That's fine, I'll pay a tithe. We put the fine print here. Stunted growth this guy. Make him a 4. Lives through the Scorpion's attack and goes in. Plays the ward, okay. Creatures on the demon side of the board can be replaced unless a new creature also has. Oh, okay. That's fine. I wasn't trying to replace them. I'm trying to put him here. Do 1 damage to that. Makes that reduced. I think it still kills it because 3 now. Yeah. So you're gonna die, you're gonna jump in. Don't think you kill him. I know he does. Deals damage to all neighbors when it dies. Put the cup here. Put this guy here. He lives through this. Dies to that. the lamb on top of that guy. And aggression falling over here. Okay. Nice. Okay. Kills this guy, loses a lamp, but I get an action point and my monstrosity is getting bigger. Nice, a lurker. Lurker here. I don't really want to play Fortress, I think we discard that. Redeem. We don't really need to, I think we... play this guy. This we get. Oh no, we can't. That's fine. We can just go next time. One, three, yeah, fine. This drops down, hits that. Nice. We'll redeem it. No, it's not worth it. This guy explodes, right? Yeah, okay. We need a creature in front of that. Let's... can make this a 3-2. You have sneak tunnels, right? Yeah, okay. We can spark this guy immediately. That means this guy goes over there. Put the immolator there. Making this a... oh, it's gonna get more health actually. More damage, so it's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Does that. 3 damage. Explodes. Okay. That was a heal. Wounds on a creature. Okay. That's fine. We can spark this guy to get him out of the way. We can get a projection. We put an anchor right on that. So swap the heal with a floor to get a bit more damage in, and then we should get through that board without losing much anyway. Yeah, there's 5 left. Okay, and this is gonna kill this guy, but it's just fine. Yep. Alright. Immolate here. Retribution. Yeah. Up. Kills you. Another one. And he's gonna explode and hit this guy. Perfectly fine with that. Get a refresh. Start the spawn. We can immolate it here and spawn the next turn if we need to, I think. Yeah. Bop. Smack. Nice. One more hit. I think we just hit the button. Resolve this explodes. Okay. You're cutting costs somewhere. Somewhere which that was too easy. Greater Pact Exchange or Greater Forge. Let's go Forge. I feel the cards we have are pretty good, we just need to potentially improve them. A random invocation in the pact that costs 2 action or more cost 1 less. The stunted growth will be a 1 cost instead. Strange ideation adds a name of the saints card to the pact. Rarity uncommon. Right, it's that thing. Target reflection to place a second card of the pact. We can duplicate redeem. We do that. Fully modify a pact using the forge. Okay. Elite battle and recovery 10, and leads to the boss battle of page 2, and then the thing. Those spirits rising to defend yours, Fawn Gods, piteous dupes. Such pain suffered in trade for nothing. Wait, did it say it was a horde? Is that... Are we dealing with a bunch of things? We could double, we can make that a 3-3. No, it's fine. Damage. This'll die, this'll drop down. Heal wounds from, if your battle line is empty, gain. Okay, fair. Aggression, blasts, and encounters. Okay. Bop. Blasts 2. That's from it behind his target. Okay. We redeem him from the 5th. We spark this guy out of death. We immolate a 2. Kills this guy. Deals 1 damage to him. Yeah, that's fine. Bop. Bop. Means there's 2 guys on his side of the board as well. Okay, that's fine. Tithe, we have to pay it. Good luck, let's cut this. Okay, Spark does nothing right now. I think we just have to play the luck, the 3. Kills this guy, gets hit by counter. Yeah, it's fine. Should... No, okay. Deals 2 damage, you're gonna kill my guy. Only 2 damage to me, okay. And he's gonna take, I'll take another 3. Okay. Understandable. We can put this guy into a spawn, I guess. He kills that one. He lives through the next blast effect, which is okay. It's a sword, Vorpal investment. When this strikes the eye, it destroys all armor on it. Okay. A bit rude, but alright. Parasite on the sword, we can... Flask. Not the best, but it's a bit of healing. A little... Could be relevant, that's another sword. Do we still get another... Okay, no, we have to restart the whole thing. Double or nothing is the wager, by necessity. Attempted only once. You always have the option to restart the ritual, but lose any progress therein. And... Okay.